Hey, it's Jeff everyone, and on today's Disney Roundup, we have the full schedule for the D23 Expo happening at the end of the month, and I'll be going over that. Disney Parks has released a preview of Villainous, the World of Color show happening at Oogie Boogie Bash, and ESPN's College Gameday will be at Magic Kingdom this Saturday, August 24th. I have all that and more right here on the DRU. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Disney Roundup, where I'll be bringing you up to date on what's going on with the Walt Disney Company and Disney Parks each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can stay up to date with the Disney Roundup and check out some other cool videos I'll be posting along. Starting off with company news, the D23 Expo is this weekend in Anaheim, and D23 just posted their full schedule of ceremonies and showcases for this weekend. Now, in a past episode of the Disney Roundup, I went over all of the major showcases happening at this year's D23 Expo, and on Friday the main one is they're doing the Disney Legends ceremony. On Saturday they are having a behind the scenes in the Walt Disney Studios, and on Sunday they're doing the Disney Parks future experiences and products that are coming. Along with all of those major showcases, there are many more that you can attend during the D23 Expo, so let's take a look at all of them. So like I mentioned before, on the first day of the D23 Expo, that Friday, the big ceremony that they're going to have is the Disney Legends ceremony, which will be happening at Hall D23 at 10:30 a.m. Now, at Hall D23 is where the major ceremonies and showcases happen, so that's where you're going to be getting the big information and everything from there. And also later that day at Hall D23 will be the Disney Plus Showcase, which will be going over in more detail how the Disney Plus streaming service will be working. And I know too, at the D23 Expo, guests there will have a chance to go ahead and sign up for Disney Plus and will receive a discount of some sort there. But other than that, on that Friday, not a lot of other really informative showcases happening that day. There are some fun ones that look like they're going to be happening, of course, at the D23 Expo Arena. You see the first thing that they're having is the Dancing with the Stars in Disney, starting off the party at 10 a.m. that day. There's also a couple Star Wars showcases and some Marvel showcases. One that really intrigues me too is over at Walt Disney Archive stage is the Great Moments with Walt Disney. That sounds pretty interesting too, especially if you're into the D23 Expo and maybe you're not into going to see all the legends being inducted. So that may be a cool alternative, especially if you're unable to go to that. Alright, now on Saturday, and like I mentioned here, the big thing that will be happening on Saturday is going behind the scenes with Walt Disney Studios. So they'll be going over future movies coming out in the company and some other stuff, which I'm looking forward to hearing. I really hope during this showcase that they announce more original content coming from Walt Disney Studios, because we haven't received that in a while. I think Disney really needs that. Of course, just over this past year, they've had much success over the movies. They have had 6 movies hit $1 billion this year, which is insane, but it's been all remakes. So hopefully some good news comes out of that. Later that day at Hall D23, they also have Disney on Broadway in concert, a 25th anniversary celebration. Other cool things this day I'm looking forward to is, one, The Simpsons are going to be at the D23 Expo Arena, and this is the first time The Simpsons will be at the D23 Expo. I know some of the cast members I've heard are going to be there as well, so that sounds really cool. The Haunted Mansion celebrating 50 years is really cool. I know they just celebrated that this past week, and they had special and exclusive merchandise if you were able to go to the parks and grab that. And we also see it on this day as well, on Stage 28, Secret Walt Disney Company project will be announced on August 22nd. I just heard over this past week that Disney is supposed to be making a special announcement of some sort before the D23 Expo, and it's supposed to be a major announcement. So I wonder if during that day they're going to be going over that more at Stage 28, but I'm anxious to see what that will be. Alright, and now finishing up the weekend with the D23 Expo on Sunday. And Sunday, the big showcase happening will be the sneak peek Disney Parks experience and products happening at 10:30 a.m. at Hall D23. Alright, and then later at Hall D23, there will be the Disney Character Voices Inc. of 30th Anniversary Celebration. And that morning, at the D23 Expo Arena, The Little Mermaid is having their 30th anniversary celebration presented by H2O Plus, and H2O Plus just released a line in Disney parks dedicated to The Little Mermaid. I've also heard during this showcase that the voice of The Little Mermaid, Jodie Benson, is supposed to be there, so that's really cool. Other cool showcases that day are the Art of Disney Storytelling. That sounds pretty cool, and it may not be a huge showcase, but I'm also interested to hear about the hidden gems of the Walt Disney Animation Research Library. That sounds pretty interesting as well. There it is. There is the full schedule for the D23 Expo happening this weekend. Stay tuned to the Disney Roundup for next week, as I will be going over all of the major announcements being announced this weekend. And also let me know in the comments down below what you're looking forward to the most hearing out of this year's D23 Expo, and what do you think they will announce. Now, Disney is working on more live action remakes, and the next one on the list is Lady and the Tramp. Now, this is set to debut on the Disney Plus on its official launch date of November 12th this year of 2019. Now, the major casts for this movie are Justin Theroux is set to be the voice of the Tramp. What I thought it's really cool too, the pup that they have that will be playing Tramp in this movie is a real life rescue dog, so that's pretty cool. And as for the voice of Lady, that will be voiced by Tessa Thompson. Also, a quick note I just want to make is that Toy Story 4 has officially reached $1 billion at the box office worldwide. Now, the Toy Story 4 was released back in June this year of 2019 and is still being played overseas, and it still has yet to be released in some countries, but it has officially netted in $1 billion, and it will join The Lion King, Aladdin, Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man Far From Home to reach $1 billion at the box office. And starting last Thursday, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties have officially started at the Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World, and now you can go to all of the parties for just one price of $299 plus tax for ages 10 and up. And this gets you unlimited entries to all of the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties except for the one on Halloween night. And currently, to the posting of this video, this deal is not posted on Walt Disney World's website, but if you're interested, I will leave the number down in the description to special events tickets that you can take up on this deal. And if you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and check out my guide to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party to having a successful night, and I'll be leaving that down in the description as well. Over at Walt Disney World, they have released a new ticket for this fall and winter, and that is their Midday Magic ticket. And this gets you entry to the park for a discounted price, but you can only enter after 12 p.m. and this will run all the way up until December 15th. Now, no single day tickets for this can be purchased, so it must be a multi-day. Now, for this, you can do a 2, 3, and 4 day Midday Magic tickets are available before use, like I said, on December 15th in 2019. Now, the discounts that come with this deal are that on a 2-day Midday Magic ticket gets you a price of $88 a day instead of $176. A 3-day gets you $84 a day instead of $252, and a 4-day ticket goes from $79 a day from a difference of $316. Now, with this deal, it is not park hopper eligible, and it only allows you entry to one park a day. Now, my thoughts on these tickets are that I don't really care for them too much unless you play it out just right. Now, if you make your fast passes and your dining reservations afternoon at the right times, maybe it'll work out for you, but we're also coming up on a very busy season now. Over at Epcot, the Food and Wine Festival is underway, so it's usually a little bit more crowded over there. At the end of the month, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens up at Hollywood Studios, and also over at the Magic Kingdom, some nights the park will be closing early for day ticket guests because Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is underway. So I'm not big on this deal right now, but if it works for you, it works for you. And over at Disneyland, Disney Parks blog gave us our first look at Villainous, the World of Color show that'll be happening over at Disney California Adventure during the Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween party. And during this show, the villainous side of Disney characters will be brought to life through fountains, lasers, projections, and special effects. The Twisted Tale carries a young girl named Shelley Marie on an unforgettable journey through devious encounters with the Queen, Ursula, Dr. Facilier, Hades, Jafar, Maleficent, and more. And if you're interested in seeing that, I will leave a link to that in the description down below. And just a quick note I want to make for these experiences over at Disneyland is that the Disneyland Forever fireworks and the Main Street Electrical Parade will be ending soon. So if you're over there, go ahead and take in these experiences because the Disneyland Forever fireworks comes to an end on September 2nd, which is Labor Day, and the Main Street Electrical Parade ends on September 30th. And something I'm really looking forward to is that this weekend, this Saturday actually, on August 24th, ESPN's College Gameday will be at the Magic Kingdom. And to kick off the college football season, ESPN's College Gameday will be at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World for the highly anticipated University of Miami versus University of Florida football game. For those who don't know, College Gameday is a show that comes on every Saturday morning during the college football season, starring Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit, Lee Corso, Des Howard, David Pollock, and Maria Taylor, and they preview all of the games happening that day for college football. And as a sports fan and a really big fan of college football, I always get up on Saturday mornings and make sure I catch Game Day because I really enjoy that show. And if you're going to this, make sure to take your signs. Now, I'm not sure if Disney will be allowing this or not, but College Gameday is famous for having some hilarious signs in their crowds during their show because fans gather up everywhere during College Gameday because you can go to this and they show fans in the crowds, and there's going to be a ton of people at Magic Kingdom. It is. But take your signs there, and shout out to anybody who makes a "Hey, it's Jeff" sign. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button for me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the Disney Roundup each and every single week. And until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.